Hello, and this is the state of the market as on 5th of August 2022. So let's take a look at what happened on Friday. So I'm recording it as of Sunday 7th of August. Could not do the recording on Friday because of some commitments. But anyways, the charts are not updated yet. So let's take a look at the state of the market as of Friday 5th of August 2022. So let's start with the US dollar. Now, we were looking at the US dollar. Okay, the US dollar had, moved very sharply, broke away, gave a lot of gains. In fact, most of the gains on 4th of August, and then 5th it opened gap down, and there was a strong bid that happened, which essentially ultimately again at this level, okay, at this zone. So the 79.22, I think it broke down, but again these bears got trapped. Okay, so even though there was a sort of a gap, still all these bears got trapped, and now again after that, the price never closed below this, or in fact the whole candle never closed below this particular level in the same, even the second, the second push, this push. So this sort of gives me a confidence that this particular trend line kind of still holds for US dollar. Okay, and and the price action, let's take a look at the spot pair. Okay, so in the spot pair we were looking at, when we saw Thursday 4th of August. Okay, this is where we were on Thursday, and this was the time I was looking at, there is this 200 which is sort of coming up. Okay, and this is exactly what happened there also. I mean, if you see this, there was a breakdown. Okay, and then immediate reversal. So it's essentially a bear trap. Okay, all these bears got trapped, the price went up, now it's again back down, and sort of hovering at the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. And this was the time when I was kind of looking at, either is going to be give you a push, bit of a retracement, and then up towards these previous zones, or it's going to fall from here and then fall further down below this. Okay, now the price action on Friday kind of supports the bullish thesis, and with this bullish thesis I have turned bullish actually. So if you look at, and if I look at the day chart, all right, the day chart of the USD INR pair is saying the same thing. Okay, the price went whatever it did, then the whole retracement was essentially all the way till 50 moving average, 50-day moving average. Okay, and now we are again kind of reversing from there. Usually this is a bullish sign, and price, as the price reverses along this 50, it touches these previous highs. Okay, that happens a lot of times. You look at this, same the same chart itself, the price goes towards 50. Look at this, 3 candle morning star kind of reversal, and then the price goes back. Okay, touches 50 once again, but then these highs are taken. Okay, this previous highs, and the same thing is happening now. So the second time after, so this was in April, now it's happening in August. Okay, first week of April to first week of August, right? So I think, depending on, we can look at the couple of more days in terms of the price action, but overall, as long as these sort of this 50 is held or this low is held, I think the price action on the daily chart is also bullish. Okay, so it looks like we are going to get into the bullish territory on the USD INR pair. Okay, and if that happens, these highs, this is an interesting zone to keep an eye on. If we consider these two candles as a wick. Okay, started here, ended here, right? If you consider this as a wick, then essentially this 80.06 would be an interesting zone to keep a target on. Okay, so this can be an interesting trade in the USD INR pair. Let's take a look at the yen. So we are looking at the yen, and the price sort of is forming this kind of a flag. Okay, and then now we are at the, so on Friday the price went up and we are somewhere at the top of the flag. Let me take a look at the spot pair. Now interestingly, after that, again the aftermarket, in the night the price has fallen and given away all these gains, and it's closed at somewhere here only at the lower end. Okay, so it's possible that we actually open gap down here on Monday, in which case this whole flag may be nullified, or it may give us some kind of trading opportunity. Okay, so particularly if the price sort of opens a gap down, okay, then again gives you a bit of some kind of resting and that can be an opportunity to go short. Okay, so this is possible. Let's see. I'm kind of hopeful. So again, this 200 is an interesting zone for the JPY-INR. Okay, you look at all these times, this 200 green line has been respected. Okay, this trap, touch. Then finally there was a breakout. Okay, in fact, this is one move that now that I see in hindsight, I actually missed, which I should not have missed. That there was a breakout. Okay, the price went back and then it started to go. It's very typical breakout, retracement, continuation. Okay, so it was an easy buy on this day, 27th of July, and could have held this position. Simply trailed the stops and held this position probably till this day. Okay, so this particular gap down could have taken some of these zones, or we could have looked at some of the previous levels to book profits. Okay, something could have been done about this bullish particular trade, which I missed in hindsight, which I should not have missed. Okay, but anyways, the point is this 200 moving average is actually an important zone. Okay, and if after this fall we do come back toward this 200, okay, let me just remove the 50 for once. Yeah, so if we do actually come back to this 200, which is 58.85, after that, it's going to be an interesting price action. Okay, so here we are. Let's see if it is. No, there is no such thing here. Okay, and on the 4-hour chart also, we are at this sort of head and shoulders resistance, which has now become a support. Okay, so resistance becomes support. Most likely, I think the price will open gap down here somewhere in this zone, 58.85 and 200 zone, and then the next sort of battle will be decided. Okay, so in that battle, if I see some kind of bullish push, can be bought. Otherwise, let's see. It's difficult to say, but I think there is nothing to do on Monday in JPY, particularly from hourly chart perspective. Okay, so this all looks bullish, but then if it opens the gap down, what's the point, right? Let's take a look at Euro INR. So Euro INR, I was looking at this. We are still in the middle of this channel. Okay, this sort of up down channel, and only if it breaks above this can some bullish trade can be taken. Okay, and on the futures, again, there is nothing, right? The price is trying to recover, it's trying to bounce back up. Okay, and it's possible that we may go up again, but it's difficult. You cannot say anything for sure given this. So it would make sense to simply wait. In fact, so if I look at it on the 15-minute chart, okay, I was, kind of looking at this kind of price action and thinking if it may, give you a bullish push. For example, it's continuously hovering at the 50. Okay, at this 50, the red line. Okay, now this particular, continuous push at the 50 may actually give you a sharp up move towards this previous highs. Okay, which is this 81.58, which also happens to be, which happens to be this high, 81.6. Okay, so we may actually get a push towards these previous highs, but again, this is again difficult to call here. Okay, and beside the safer trade would of course be to buy above this zone. Okay, in between we can look for some short-term intraday kind of trades. So let me see if Monday I see some kind of bullish push on Monday, then there could be an intraday buying opportunity here as well. Okay, in terms of positional trades, this is sort of the next leg of the move. Let's take a look at the pound. So pound is still kind of hovering in this zone. Okay, it broke down from here, went back up. So this was a bear trap and then bull trap, and then now we are back again. In fact, this is exactly what we were discussing on Thursday, which was that the price closed here. Okay, here. This is where the price closed on Thursday at 5 p.m. This particular big candle, and I was, so I said on Thursday that this particular move was countered by this. Okay, so all these bears got trapped, and all of their last of their stop losses were hit. Okay, after that, all of these bulls, in fact, these last of these bulls got trapped. Okay, in fact, eventually price closed here, and when the price closed here, I was kind of expecting that we will touch these lows, 96.065. Okay, because this is where the stop losses of these bulls are going to be. Okay, the last of the bulls are already hammered. These bulls are the ones who are still left, so their stop losses will also be taken, and that is exactly what happened right in the morning print itself. Okay, so it is 96.065 is this low, and this low is 96.0525, right? So these stop losses were also taken. Okay, and now we are kind of in a no man's land in terms of price action. Frankly, this is, and interestingly, all of this is happening at the 200 moving average on the hourly. Okay, so let's see if this kind of support is held, but the price action is still very, very sideways, very, very choppy, and I personally would not want to participate in this kind of price action. Even if you look at this, it's very, very choppy price action. Okay, you cannot see anything for sure. Even moving average is also not saying anything. So yeah, there's nothing on the pound GBP INR there. Okay, let's take a look at the dollar index. Now dollar index keeps giving surprises. Okay, so this was the wedge. These bears got trapped. Okay, and then I was kind of hoping that we are going to fall, but that also did not happen. These bears also got trapped. Then this fall finally began to happen. Look at this particular candle. Okay, this totally says that it's going to fall. And then all these bears made their bearish positions, and then by the end of the day, okay, even these bears got trapped. Okay, so it's kind of bear trap number 1, bear trap number 2, bear trap number 3. 3 times bears have been trapped in the last week itself. I think it's a bullish sign, right? If you look at the dollar index on the daily time frame, same thing. Okay, again 50. So this is what we are looking at. All of these days you kind of targeting 50 as the zone of retracement. It has already done that, and look at the price action on Friday. Okay, if this is not bullish, what is, right? So again, with this kind of bullish price action, the dollar index can actually very easily go back to these highs, 109. And if that happens, euro is anyways hammered. Okay, so this is another very interesting trading opportunity. And now I will not be shying away from turning bullish on this trade. Okay, because bear trap number 1, bear trap number 2, bear trap number 3. In fact, these two are definitely bear traps. Okay, and in fact, it's an interesting ABCD also. So let me just take this away. First of all, let me take this also away. Okay, which is this. Let's take this also out, and let's take this also out. Okay, so all of these are out. Now let's see if it's an ABCD or not. Oh yep, it is. So it's going to be an interesting one. All right, so AB, this is exactly 61.8. Okay, never it's exact, but very much. And then 1.618. Okay, so this, and the target is 107.5, right? And the B high is 106.8. So here's a trade. Okay. If the price closes above 106.8 on the 4-hour chart, buy for the target of 107.57. Okay, for the D. We make the ABCD complete essentially. Right. So this is definitely an interesting trade, very interesting trade that's developing, and this high. I think this high is actually going to be important. If this high is taken by the bears, then the price may fall. If this high is taken by the bulls, it's all bullish. Okay, we are back in the bullish territory, and it's going to be an interesting trade. All right, so I will definitely keep an eye on this. Okay, again, not an investment advice. Do your own due diligence, but this is something that I would definitely be keeping an eye on in the dollar index. All right, let's look at the euro. So whenever euro turns bullish, again, the buying of dollar is selling of euro, right? So whenever there is some bullishness in the US, in the euro USD, the price starts to fall. So this 200, okay, again is going to be a very critical zone for the euro. And if this 200 is not held, we can see the price going back all the way till parity and all the way back to one. All right. So again, same thing, like whatever the bullish dollar is bearish euro. So this is a very similar thesis. Next, let's take a look at the pound. So this is what, so interestingly, okay, so what we were discussing was this head and shoulders. Okay, let me remove this now. Well, let me not. Let's let it be. So let me just take everything off. Okay, so this was head and shoulders. Okay, head and shoulders breakout happened, right? And then it was very difficult to buy, but whoever bought in this zone, let's say, or in these zones, okay, they essentially got trapped multiple times. So this bull trap, okay, which took their stops, and then this price went up. But again, this low, as we were discussing, was going to be an important low, because this was kind of the higher low immediately after this. If you remove, if you even if you somehow discount this low, then this low is definitely important. Okay, so whatever the case may be, I was kind of looking that if this low is taken, then we are, bullish bets are off in the pound, and now we are in sort of neutral to bearish territory. Okay, and kind of what happened by the end of Friday, 5th of August, is this only. The price has broken not just this low, but also this. Okay, now we are somewhere in this neutral zone. So let's take this off. Okay, and now it's back to observation. There is no trading opportunity here. If the price falls below this, then some kind of trade may be taken. Okay, so if we break this, this kind of trading opportunity may be available, right? Which is sort of the next possible path. And if the dollar index is actually going to go up, then the pound also has to fall. So this is a possible path. Okay, although if I have to go long on the US dollar, I would definitely be doing that on the euro. So selling euro is better than selling pound. Now when it comes to the euro yen, so euro yen, we were here. Okay, there was this wedge. This wedge, this high is the previous highs of the wedge. Okay, now that high has been taken. All right, this happened on Thursday, and the Friday's price action was kind of choppy. I was thinking, if we break this, give some kind of retracement, it's actually possible, and the price may continue in the upward direction. Now this is where we are. Okay, if we connect these highs, is it some kind of another wedge or something? It's actually possible that this is yet another top formation. Okay, it's broadening formation. All right, and if it is a broadening formation, then this bullish thesis is not going to hold. Okay, where is the 250? It's here. Yeah, it's actually possible. By now, taking after this kind of price action, definitely would want to wait more without taking any further positions. The bearish trade looks more lucrative given this broadening formation. Okay, so let me take this bullish thesis away for now. We'll keep this line, but yeah, this broadening formation usually again indicates that price may actually fall from here, right, back to the wedge zone. Again, let's see. Difficult to say right now. Dollar yen, nothing much, very, very choppy sideways price action. Euro yen, again, there's not much happening here as well. Okay, this 137 level has been a kind of, crucial level. Okay, this level was broken, again, taken back. So let's see if it's possible that if we, give you a clean candle above 137, the price may go up, but difficult to place any trade on the basis of this price action. Pound yen, again, very, very choppy sideways price action, very difficult to place any trade. Bitcoin, again, doing its own thing, very, very sideways price action. Okay, let me take this bearish thesis away entirely. Okay, so this bull trap has successfully happened. After that, it's just going sideways in this symmetrical triangle kind of fashion. Okay, very hard to say. It's essentially an equal fight happening between the bulls and the bears. Crude oil, fell on the 4th of August. Okay, and then did a sideways price action on the 5th. Again, bulls are fighting for this particular territory, in the crude, but there is no clear pattern at all on any given time frame. Maybe we can draw some kind of lines here to figure out something, but what do you do here? Nothing much. Gold, yeah, gold. We were totally expecting that the price is not going to sustain, go up because of this long trend line. Okay, and B, the fact that, let me open the gold chart on the daily time frame. Yeah, on the fact that the price was, about, had already touched 50 DMA, 50-day moving average. Okay, so after this, I was kind of expecting that, it doesn't make sense to stay long on gold. By the end of 5th Friday, the price has actually fallen. Okay, is it a good point to short? No. Okay, not according to me. It's not a good point to short, and it's not a good point to go long, to stay long either. If the price continues to go back down from here, then again a short trade is possible on the day time frame. On the 4-hour, frankly, there's nothing. There's this bit of an RSI diversion, but doesn't mean anything. Okay, not yet so far. S&P 500, this was we are looking at. By Thursday, this broadening formation had been identified. Okay, and then I was like, unless this high 4170 is broken with a lot of bullish pressure, kind of a breakout, unless that happens, it's not going to go up. Okay, this resistance, this broadening formation is going to act as a resistance in itself. Okay, and this is exactly what happened on the Friday, 5th of August. The price has fallen, all right, and now we are in the middle of this kind of broadening formation. Okay, now it's very much possible we touch this 50 and then figure out the next course of action. So let's see. You cannot say whether it's bearish or bullish. Let's see. I would want to see the price touching to 50, something that it did here. Let's say, go back to 50 and then see if we see some kind of steps. Again, bullish thesis may come back. Okay, just the way it happened in the previous broadening formation. The same thing can happen here as well. Nifty 50, same broadening formation. Okay, on Friday we were doing very, very choppy sideways price action. In fact, if we look at the Nifty 50 on the 75 minute, okay, this was Nifty 50 on 75 minute. All right, this was Thursday. Okay, Thursday the price had fallen and stayed closed here. Friday we are totally sideways price action, nothing much. In fact, this is again same kind of expectation. Now this 50 is again catching up. Okay, so it would make sense to wait for the price to catch up with this 50 before thinking of going long on Nifty. At the same time, there's no short trade either, unless the only short trade will happen if it breaks down, gives you a good retracement, then you go short. Okay, if that doesn't happen, there is absolutely no short trade either. So there's nothing much to do in Nifty for the next few days, at least on Monday. There's nothing much to do. Right. So far, I think the only reasonable trade that actually makes sense is the US dollar. Let's see, I would want to see the price action in US dollar on Monday morning, and then figure out if there is a buying opportunity that happens. All right, so this is it. This is the state of the market as on Friday, 5th of August 2022. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.